this day our daily bread. Because a hungry man is a angry man. Wake up in the morning and there's unemployment, I can't take that. Wake up in the morning and there's more retrenchment, I can't take that. When they're going to stop all this humiliation, I can't take that. Wake up in the morning.
Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, Toronto. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dan Sylva to the Koolbreeze experience at radioregent broadcast facilities in downtown Toronto. Dan, how are you?
I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Nice to be here.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling relaxed,
yeah,
comfortable, feeling good.
You work out the nerves.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's what I like to see, man. Yeah, wow. And where you from, Dan?
I'm from St. George's, Grenada.
Really?
Yeah, from the St. George's.
I spent 11 summers in Grenada.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I love it, man. The people treat me fantastic down there. The cooking and the beaches, Grand Anse and Grand Mall, and I went all over the country, Grenville and so on and so forth.
And BBC.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful beaches.
Oh, right? Those conchs and those foods you guys have there, man. Oil dongs and
right.
And this famous monkey you guys have up in Granitan. Man, it's a big item, but glad to have you here, man.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man. So tell us a bit of you and your music. When you play reggae, soca, sort of thing?
Reggae. Reggae is really my passion.
Right.
And I didn't choose reggae music.
Okay.
Reggae music chose me.
Nice.
You know, because I grew up in Grenada.
Right.
Originally, all the music used to be calypso.
Okay.
Right. Extempo.
Right.
And then they gravitate to soca music.
Okay.
You know. But those sort of music never really moved me in that direction, as to be a singer of calypso and those sorts of music.
Right.
Reggae music just grabbed me for some reason.
Right. Like a calling.
Right.
Right.
You know.
And you move with it.
I move with it.
Right.
I guess that goes with my nature too, because I'm not this hype kind of person, and I tend to use music. I see music as a medium to communicate to people, and I use it to communicate to them on a spiritual level.
Right.
You know, to educate, edify, to exalt the Almighty.
Right.
So reggae music seems to be the fitted, genre of music for me to deal with.
All right.
You know.
Good. For those of you just tuning in, Dan Sylva is in the studio with the Koolbreeze experience. Dan Sylva is a Grenadian-born lyricist who has been knocking on the doors of reggae stardom for a very long time. Dan has been an artist most of his life and considers it a gift that he's prolific. He's a prolific writer. He's brilliantly combined classic soul and reggae that allows his flow to be smooth, consistent, upbeat, and crisp. Dan Sylva is ambitious about spreading the language of music beyond the boundaries of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Dan has produced music that can guide people to a positive way on a spiritual level. Dan, you played with some heavyweights here, man. Third World, Anthony B, Buju Banton, Eric Donaldson, Kimani Ali, Sylva Terry Walker, Lloyd Brown, Zarian Guardian, Fidian, Ron Benjamin, Sanchez, Beres Hammond, and George Nooks. Tell me how that experience is like working with these acts.
Well, I didn't work with them, but to perform on the same grace stage with these artists.
Right. What was that like? Take us there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, when I performed at Third World, the first time Third World came to Grenada,
right,
there were several bands in Grenada. I was never a member of the bands in those times, right?
Right.
And after that show, 3 band members from different bands approached me to come to be part of their band.
Okay.
But I declined for the reason that their vision is not the same vision that I share.
Right.
They basically just wanted to go in hotels and sing over songs and so on.
Right.
My ambition was to be in a band that wants to do recording and to tour.
Right.
So for that reason, I really declined.
Okay.
But what I did normally, when somebody foreign artist comes to Grenada
Yeah.
by invitation of promoters.
Right.
Promoters knowing what I do, they will invite me on a show.
Right.
Some of the times I have to perform on soundtracks, and some of the times I perform with bands.
Okay.
Right. So, I mean, the journey has been wonderful.
Right. Good. Good. What else besides music bring you joy?
It's just life, you know. If I simplify, just life. But music is my passion.
Okay.
There are times that I feel when I go through certain frustration, I feel like giving up the music.
Okay.
But there is something deep inside me, it's like
Pulling you back.
a drug.
Yeah.
You know, you decide to put down the drug, but for some reason, keep pulling you back.
Right.
This has been my experience, and many times I just feel this it doesn't make sense because Grenada is full of limitations,
Right.
and it's only has so much you can do,
Right.
so far as you can go,
Okay.
right? And being a country that more focus on soca and calypso,
Yeah.
as a reggae artist, it becomes very difficult
Right.
for you to break that barrier,
Right.
you know.
Wow. This. Do you play any instruments at all, Dan?
Yeah, I play the guitar,
All right.
more rhythm,
Okay.
you know. I don't consider myself to be a very learned guitarist,
Right.
but I find my way around
Okay.
so I can create my own music for myself,
Right.
you know.
Who influenced you as a musician?
Well, to be honest, I get influence from a lot of different artists,
Okay.
but the one that had more impact on my life musically was Bob Marley, you know. I got a lot of inspiration from Bob, you know. I mean, there was a time I tried to sing like Bob and song like Bob, but I realized that the world know Bob,
Right.
you know, so I had to find my own self.
Right.
So I found myself, so you know what I mean.
Nice. That's good. Now, the music scene in Grenada there, how is it these days?
Well, when I left in 2015, it's not really has changed that much in terms of breaking out from the different genre that I have expressed earlier on.
Right.
But there's a lot of young people in Grenada that is gravitating to the soca,
Right.
and so far they are doing good for themselves in that regard, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you perform in the Grenada there in the park.
Yeah, that basically got everybody by surprise because I don't think they ever had a reggae artist coming to perform on their events.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it was the very first time I performed there, and the people was very overwhelmed. They were shocked to the core.
Right.
You know, they never knew about a Grenadian reggae artist because everything is soca and calypso.
Right. Right.
So when I did that show, there was very much overwhelmed,
Right.
and it was a good experience for me too.
Well, now, you being in Canada and so on for a few years, you in tune with the people down there with the music, and they in tune with you?
Well, yes, to a certain degree. You know, I'm in Canada. I don't know much people.
Right.
Right. So it is taking a little time to get into the meat and the mix of everything, and
Like anything else.
Like anything else. So in that regard, I'm really growing in that respect.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Hoping that linking up with you will be able to open bigger avenues and see more people that is involved with the music, and things can open there and expand in a bigger way, you know.
Thank you. And that's what we do at Radio Regent. We try to help a lot of the independent artists, large, medium and small, to let the world see their passion and their craft and get them out there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you know the story with the big networks. They just want the big players, big artists, and the guy at the bottom can't get a break.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I thank God for stations like Radio Region broadcast facilities. We go to the ends of the earth, to look for people, bring them in, and really show. Sometimes I call artists and they're shocked, like, oh, Radio Region, Koolbreeze, I never heard of them. Boom, 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 and get them in, and they come and they climatize, and they really show them and showcase them nicely.
Right.
So
right.
I'm really proud of that, and I think that might have been my calling or part of my journey, because the music business, DJing and all that. I said, let me add another element to it and make a total package.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know, so you got to help people in the journey if you have the abilities to do that, not being in a job and realize you had the potential to do all of these things and you never do it. You sit back years later. Why?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't want to be one of those guys. But this what other collaborations fascinate you outside the group you played there with, that I call
collaborations, you mean with different artists?
Yeah.
For me to work with?
Yeah.
It's a long list. I wouldn't mind doing
True.
things with some of the top artists, all like Buju Banton,
Okay.
you know, Anthony B,
Okay.
you know, this young guy right now, what's his name? Chronics,
Okay.
you know, Jam Melody, these
Wow.
guys, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to see it. So, now tell me, Dan, when you're on stage performing and the crowd hits you that energy, and how do you transfer that back
You
to
know,
them?
you know, strange enough, I mean, it's a good question, but you know what I notice?
Mhm.
I notice that anytime, majority of the time, 95% of the time when I perform,
Right.
it's like the whole place just get quiet
Right.
and everybody is just fixed on me.
Right.
And when I'm done performing, people come up to me and shake my hand and congratulate me.
Yeah.
You sound
Yeah.
good, and you know, it's all sort of compliments.
Right.
But I just be looking for the people to give me that
Yeah.
that kind of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just something about me that when I take the mic,
Yeah.
it's like everybody to me gets spellbound and it just get quiet.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing. That's
No,
a good thing.
That's a good
Because
thing.
you capture them and you control them.
Precisely.
Mhm.
I remember when Third World came to Grenada and I performed on the Third World show for the first time. And there was a particular individual, Talpree at the time,
Yeah.
was performing.
Okay.
And, you know, he was doing a dance hall. So the crowd was very, very hype.
Right.
And when I went and sing, the whole place get quiet and I stand up on the stage and I am so, you know, so pissed. I was asking people, I said, where's my energy? Give him some energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody stood up there. And a friend of mine, a brother of mine said to me, he said, Dan, he said, don't get harassed with the people that you see the people in respond to you and get all the hype.
Right.
He said, I'm in the audience. He said, and I hear what people are saying. He said,
All right.
the
Positive.
people are taking you in.
Right.
And from that moment onward, I realized, I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me just go with the flow,
Of course.
you know, and don't try to expect too much from the crowd,
Right.
because what I realized that was doing to me, it wasn't bringing out a positive side of me.
Okay.
Because when you go on stage, you expect this sort of response, and if you ain't get it, it kind of
Right.
make you feel, you know what I mean,
Right.
bring you a nervous energy.
Yeah.
You don't want that
Yeah. Right.
as a performer.
Yes.
you know?
Yes. Absolutely.
You know?
And music has a like a 2 or 3 prong attack. Either you're getting them jumping, or it is a mind.
Mind thing.
A mind thing, or a man might smoke something or and he just taking a vibe and sing, and transfixed
Yep.
on what the message you
Yep.
you sending out.
Yep.
Yeah. It says music is a very funny thing, and it's also a spiritual thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have to use it in the best way that
It works for me.
exactly. Now, Dan, tell you, with music, what's the secret to your success?
Well, depends on how we want to look at the word success, because
Right.
success could be put in many different categories.
Quite true.
You know what I'm
Quite
saying?
true. Quite true.
I see my journey. It's just begun.
Right.
Although it started a couple of years ago, it's still like it just begun, because I don't think I my desire with my music is
Yeah.
to reach the entire world.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I am not looking for fame.
Okay.
I'm not looking for fortune.
Right.
But if fame and fortune comes with
Great.
the package,
Mhm.
great. But this is not where my focus is.
Right.
I really like to do music
Right.
and share it to the people. Right.
Okay.
People love my music,
Right.
and that is what motivates me.
All right.
You know.
Right. Then I gotta ask you. You see how the music has changed over the decades with dancehall and soca and rap and so on. Music that does not nourish the public with vulgarity, disrespect for civilization. What is your analysis on that?
Well, we live in a time where man has strayed away from the Creator,
Right.
and the world is turned upside down with all the vulgarities and the negative energies and so on and so forth.
Right.
But I think right now, people are sort of tired with
Yeah.
that negativity,
Yes.
and they are looking for a change.
Enrichment of the mind,
Enrichment
body,
of
and
the
soul.
mind, yes, precisely,
Mhm.
precisely. So I think in a sense there's a revolution taking place right now,
Right.
but it's taking the time to explore.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
negative things will be for a moment because everything have its season and its period and its time, right?
Yeah.
So I think that time now is phasing out because you can see some of the artists today
Changing.
changing.
Yeah.
You know, so the people buy what the artists give to them.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So as an artist, we have a responsibility and we have the power
Right.
to change the mindset of people,
Right.
either in a positive way
Right.
or a negative way.
Quite true.
You know, but I choose a positive way, and like I say, I notice there's a change coming. It's coming
Right.
easy, and you know,
Right.
but eventually,
Mm.
what will have to happen will happen.
Now, if what is it? It's when you go home and you meditate and you're in your zone. Is anything with music I'd say like, wow, I did that, man, and you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes. You know, strange enough, sometimes I sit down and I do some tracks, and I don't go back and play it for a while.
Right.
You know.
And then it hits
And
you.
and then sometimes when I do something, I go back and I play the music, and you know, I have somebody come and sit down with me and listen it, and I say, wow,
Is you?
it's me. You know, I tend to appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Like if somebody is sitting there with me
Uh,
and listening to the music,
right.
you know.
Because you're so deep into it that
Besides,
you can't even see.
No, I can't see.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So this is how it resonated with me. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You walking down the street one day and a young cat comes up to you, says, Mr. Dan, I want to get a music career and so on involved in music. How would you inspire them?
Wow, that's well, what I would say to somebody that wants to deal with music, first of all, it should be a calling.
Okay.
You know, you have to go into the music for the right reason and for the right purpose.
Right. Okay.
If your intention is just to go into the music because you feel music have money
Yeah.
and it have fame and you get all the niceties that go with it,
Yeah.
that is a bad approach.
Right.
You know, I think you should look at it from a spiritual context.
Yes.
And this is how I look at it.
Right.
You know, everybody wouldn't look at it that way.
Quite true.
You know,
Quite
but
true.
I feel it's once you take it from that approach,
Yes.
I think you are laying a solid foundation for success
Right.
than to just go into it for all the material benefits and gains, because you are allowing yourself to be suckered
Right.
into a place where can damage you spiritually, morally, and otherwise. So once you lay the foundation from a spiritual perspective, you basically are grounded.
Right.
So you know what you need to do and what you need not to do.
Right. Well said. Well said. Dan, tell the fans out there, where can your music be purchased and where can they connect you with the social media platforms?
Okay, you can connect on the social media on Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
Facebook.
Mhm.
I don't have a Twitter account set
Alright.
up as yet.
We got to get one open.
We have to get one open.
Instagram,
Instagram,
Blogspot,
Blogspot,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
I think you can get me on YouTube,
Yeah.
Facebook, Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in terms of purchase,
Yes.
right now I'm working on a project,
Yes.
so there's nothing for purchasing right now.
Okay.
You know,
But it's coming.
but it's coming.
Right.
It's coming.
Okay. So and also tell the people how they reach. How can they? What's your platform to reach you and so on.
Okay, my email
Mm-hmm.
address is AKADAN
Right.
473 at gmail.com.
So, okay. So because people they gravitate to hey, that's my country boy. Then let me train a little thing there
Right,
and talk and
right.
communicate.
Yeah.
So which is good, which is nice, and
Yeah, Facebook is one of them.
Yes.
Check me on Facebook.
Facebook
Yeah.
and you'll see all your events.
Right.
You have anything planned, any recording or any performing down the road?
Well, right now I'm in my studio home, right?
Okay.
I have my own home studio, so right now I'm in the process
Right.
of producing my own materials. I have some
Okay.
stuff outside
All right.
that I completed, but it's not for the market right now.
Right. So
Yeah.
when you're done completion of the product, you get in touch with me and
Definitely.
we will
Definitely.
get your stuff on the radio, get you some airplay
Definitely.
and that kind of stuff. Any shout out to friends, family, Grenada, this Toronto?
Well, I like to give shout out to my sister,
Go ahead.
Pettifer,
Mhm.
Patsy, Sylva, my mom, my dad. You know, special shout out to Carl Douglas,
Right.
who has been very supportive.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
my daughter, all my fans. Andy Smart, I can't forget Andy Smart. I will
Mhm.
always remember Andy Smart.
Right.
Who else, love? Who? Oh, Trinidad. Yeah, I can't forget Trinidad. I performed approximately a month ago.
How was that?
Man, wonderful. You know.
Crazy energy.
Yeah, but like I say,
Mm.
you know, Trinidad is a different place.
It
you
sure
know?
is.
It's very, very energetic.
Yes.
You know, very energetic.
Yeah.
The response from the crowd was very wonderful. I'm hoping to go back there sooner than later. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there a couple of things, Dan, you like to see change about the music industry?
Yeah. For opportunities to open for people that has the potential
Yeah.
and to be given a fair chance.
Nice.
Because I think if I was given a fair chance,
Mhm.
I would have been in a position where I can help other people. You know.
Right.
It's unfortunate,
Okay.
but that's what the cookie comes sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's life. So you find other avenues
Yeah.
to make that magic happen.
Yeah.
Yes, Dan. It's wonderful having you here. Thank you for taking the time and coming down to Radio Regent broadcast facilities on the Koolbreeze Experience Show to talk about your passion and your craft. And it's been wonderful, man. And we'll keep in touch.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you so
And I
much.
thank you very much for having me here.
You're welcome.
You know, I think this platform is going to do good for me.
Yes.
You know.
Right.
Now that I have my music,
Right.
I know you're going to do what you need to do with it.
That's it.
So I appreciate it 1,000%.
You're welcome.
And to all my fans outside there
Mhm.
that support me over the years
Yes.
in whatever way,
Yeah.
I say thank you very much and looking for your continued support.
Yes. Thank you
God
so.
bless.
Yes. Thank you. Let's get back to the music.